Okay, we're live. Hey guys, this is Bobby Clue with the Somerset-Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce. We're back at it again with another one of our virtual ribbon cuttings. Out and about today, excited about this one for all our animal lovers out there. I'm here with Drew and Callie Minyard.
Yep.
And we are here at Somerset Pet Lodge. This is your second location.
Somerset Pet Lodge South.
Is that it? Somerset Pet Lodge South?
Yep.
So brand new location. Thank you all for taking a minute to do this. Congratulations, by the way. Very exciting. So, Drew, tell us a little bit about the new location. Just out of room at the other location, needed more space, right?
Yeah, so we opened this location, kind of had it start going because we needed to meet a demand. We recognized that there was a bigger demand for pet boarding services in Pulaski County and even Lincoln, McCrary, and Wayne as well. We got a lot of customers from there. And yeah, every busy time of the year, spring break, fall break, holidays, we would get filled up about a couple months in advance. So we were just really trying to meet that demand and give everybody an affordable place to bring their dogs when they need to go out of town.
So give me a little walkthrough on kind of how this works. What services do you provide? And so it's not just, it's grooming services, it's boarding services. What can people expect and what do you guys offer? Maybe that's the question.
Yeah, our bread and butter would be boarding and daycare, which, you know, daycare is right along the same lines as boarding.
So is that somebody who just drops their dog off for the afternoon or something like that?
Yeah, we got a lot of teachers, doctors, nurses, business professionals that when they're headed in, when they're headed into work at 8 in the morning, they drop them off at 7:15 or so, and then go throughout their shift, do what they need to do in the day, and then anytime before 6:30, they'll pick them up.
Sure.
And that is a standard day of daycare.
Okay.
Boarding, it's just like it sounds. If you went out of town and you needed to rent a hotel for the night and stay there, or maybe for a week or so, we offer the same thing for your dogs. When you go out of town, you can bring your dogs here. It's basically like a dog hotel.
Sure. And I know that you all provide, some exceptional service here. What can people expect when they drop their dog off? Do they get played with? Do they? I mean,
absolutely.
They aren't just put up all day. There's a lot that goes along with it.
There's a lot, and we try to break the mold of a lot of boarding places you see that will just keep your dog in the smallest room available that they can literally just keep your dog in. We want the dogs to feel at home here, as at home as they possibly can.
Sure.
And we put a big emphasis on socialization and making sure that they're good with other dogs. And you might ask, how are they able to do that safely? We keep profiles on every single dog that comes here.
Oh, wow.
We have a sheet. There's notes that are filled out on it daily and then put into the computer. And then once we run out of room on those sheets, we'll put a new one up and we'll start over with any more notes we need to put on.
Sure.
But that's how we're able to do it safely. And with those notes and those profiles on the dogs and how we keep their temperaments, we're able to set our play groups up outside and keep them separated based on their temperaments, age, and size, so that we can ensure that they do have fun time while they're here.
Well, and I'm sure some siblings, or dogs in the same house, they might want to be together. They might get anxiety if they're not with each other, and I'm sure you can accommodate those types of things as well.
Absolutely.
There's nothing you really can't accommodate, I'm sure. That's
there's
the
nothing
thing.
we really can accommodate.
Well, it's come a long way since I was a kid. I don't even think this was
I don't think this existed even when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, and now it's a service that's exploded. I mean, you've purchased your second building here. You've got your second location. North, south, east, west someday. Who knows? It's really quite interesting. And I know that boarding and daycare is part of this, and also you have a grooming component too as well.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Could we go look at some of that stuff?
Yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely.
You want to tell us about it? Or let's just take a look. Let's look at the space, and we'll walk back there. People can see everything going on. So how many suites do we have through here?
Here we have 25 total.
25 total suites?
At our north location, we have 50.
These are good. This is what's going to give you all the views on Facebook right now. It's not going to be us. It's going to be people that want to see these guys.
Yeah, we've got people on our Facebook that'll be like, I literally don't even have a dog, and I come here every day.
You know what you need? You need a live cam just so people can turn it on and feel better about their days and just watch the dogs.
We try to post pictures often.
I think so. Look at this little guy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I've got two little girls that are just dying to get a dog. Well,
Yeah, I
we've got
remember
one
you
that's
were
not
saying
potty
that.
trained, so as soon as she's potty trained,
Oh, yeah.
we'll be new customers. So what's this right here?
This is an indoor play yard, so when it's really nasty outside or just really cold or raining, I don't know, most dogs, if they're anything like ours, they don't want to be out there in that. So we take them out to potty and then they can come play in here.
This is really nice. So every dog gets interaction
Yeah.
every day that they're here.
Even on the nasty days, yeah, we make
Sure.
sure they still. It's not as much, obviously, because there's one play yard in here and there's
Right.
15 outside. So
But-
obviously it's not as much. But on the really nasty days, we'll take them out and let them use
Sure.
the bathroom or whatever they need to do, and then we'll alternate play groups in here.
Yeah,
to
but
make sure.
what a great option that probably isn't available at a lot of
Yeah,
other places.
absolutely.
That's a really nice option. So we touched briefly on grooming. Is that
Mm-hmm.
a big part of what you do as well here?
Yeah, so we have one groomer here right now, and two at our other facility. But yeah, we offer baths, haircuts, nail trims, really anything that you need. We are able to do it. And they're wonderful groomers, and they're so sweet with the dogs. They're very patient and kind, and we don't ever push the dogs to do anything that they aren't comfortable with, because we want them to trust us, and that's a big thing for grooming, is having the dogs trust you. But yeah, they're wonderful, and we try to do our very best.
Right. So how do people get a hold of you guys if they wanted to book an appointment, maybe for grooming, or they wanted to get some information about lodging
Yeah.
here? I like that, lodging. That's
Yeah.
it's like a real hotel. It's like a hotel.
Yep.
It's a pet lodge. So how do people get a hold of you guys?
So you can always follow us on Facebook and reach out to us on there. But I tried to make the number for this location pretty easily memorizable, and it's 802 dogs.
Really?
3647. Yep.
802 dogs.
Yep. That is right.
So you social media call here. Do you have a website as
We
well?
also, SomersetPetLodge.com.
Great.
We don't update it as much as we do our Facebook page, but
Sure.
on nasty days, we're here 24/7. Well, not 24/7, 365
Sure.
days a year.
I bet you guys are. How was it during the snowstorms that we've had this year? Is that something? I mean, you guys have to be here
Yes, we're
to
here.
take care of those
Yeah.
dogs.
Well, and luckily we've got a pretty good staff too. That a lot of times they don't just want to use the snow as a way to get out of work. They were wanting to come to work.
Right.
but
About the dogs.
They care about the dogs, and they know that this facility has to have people here to
Sure.
run it. Because when you got 40 dogs staying the night,
Yeah.
you got 3 people that don't show up to work. That really shorthands one person. So when all that was going on, I have a Jeep Wrangler, and
Yeah.
I was kind of employee taxi for
Yeah.
a few of those mornings. So yeah,
I
that's
understand.
how we handled that.
Well, it's it's great to know that you guys are dedicated. And you're in here and you're making sure things are running smoothly. I would say that a lot of pet locations, there's an odor to them. There's no odor to this place whatsoever. It's clean. It's really nice.
We do a lot of cleaning.
I bet. Well, dogs do a lot of things to
Yep.
work against you.
Yeah.
They're like my 3-year-old. They work against you all the time. So I'm sure you do have to do a lot of cleaning. But it's a great location. So just to give everybody a frame of reference on where Pet Lodge South is located at, where are we right now?
The easiest way to describe how to get here would be in general, we're between lights 21 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn like you're going to Baxter's Coffee, that's
Light
22. Yeah.
And that's Parker's Mill right
Yep,
there.
if
Is
you
that
turn on-
Parker's Mill Road?
Yep. If you turn on Parker's Mill, like you're going
Mm-hmm.
to Baxter's, you would take the next left after you turn off 27 onto Parker's Mill, and that road's
Sure.
Southport Drive.
Southport.
Follow it to the end, to the stop sign, take a right, and you can't miss us.
Yeah, so if you're driving down 27 and you see Kurt Davis's law office, that's a good landmark. It's the road right behind it.
Yep,
That's
exactly
a good
right.
place
Yep.
to look. Or if you know where Extreme Audio is, you can turn right there and go back and make a left.
Yep.
Because the
Get to
roads
that.
kind of
That's a
do
left.
this.
Yeah.
So it's real easy to get to. You're at light number 22, right in the dead middle of Highway 27. So this is a great location. Your other locations over on Chapel's Dairy.
It's a little off the beaten path.
Sure, but it's bigger, and it's that was your first spot. So now this right here, probably very convenient. I was actually talking to someone earlier. They said this is incredibly convenient because they work right across the street.
Yep.
So you know, that's the whole thing I think about this too, is probably convenience for
Oh yeah,
people to
we've
be
had a
able
lot
to
of
drop
people,
off and
switch
pick
in
up.
here. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, and it saves them a lot of time going
Yeah.
to the north end, especially during the rush hours of the day. It
Sure.
probably might even save them close to an hour. You know?
Well, that's great. Well, what else have I missed? Is there anything else we
we
want
can
to
show
touch
you the
on?
grooming areas. if
Yeah,
you
let's
want.
take a look at it real quick.
This is just kind of the actual area where the dogs would get groomed. The groomer here, she's been doing it for right around 10 years. I think between all three of our groomers, they've got 25 years of experience.
Wow.
But yeah, she does a great job. She's worked at 2 other businesses in town, done phenomenal work there, and we're very happy to have her.
Probably important to mention that as well, that, you know, these are not people that just started doing this.
No.
You have seasoned veterans
Yeah,
that have been
absolutely.
doing this for a long time, which probably is very important.
Yeah, I mean, every groomer that works for us has been doing it for at least 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So, again, I know that you've got a training room up here as well. There's
I'll
just
show
a
you the salon as well.
Yeah, the salon. Absolutely. There's a salon. Is that where they do the nails and whatnot, or what's in the salon?
Yeah, so in the salon, that's just where, it's just like what it sounds. That's where we do, give the dogs baths, do all the pre-grooming work.
Yes.
So we'll give them baths, we'll dry them off right here, our force dryers, you know, those just click on right here. And then we also have a big stainless steel tub. I apologize, we sprung a little leak out back, so we're dealing with that right now, but we're also not grooming today, so this is where all the prep work's done to get ready for grooming.
Wow. I mean, it's so clean though too. You know, I mean, it's really nice. This is a beautiful facility.
Thank you very much. We're very proud of it. Put a lot of hours into it.
Well, you know, that's the life of an entrepreneur. You know, doing that. So again, right here at light number 22, Somerset Pet Lodge South. Drew, thank you and your very pregnant wife Callie for taking. I'm sure she'd like to do anything else but do this on camera today.
Yeah, I drag her into it.
She's a trooper.
She is
Thank you
indeed.
for a few things. Thank you for being a chamber member. I really appreciate that. I know you don't have to be. It's a choice, and I appreciate that. And thank you for taking the time just to show us around a little bit. The reason we do this, some people just can't make it out today. They might have work obligations. They might just not feel safe coming back out in the world yet.
Understand.
This gives them a chance to see what you have to offer. And the final thing I will say is that I would encourage everybody to, you know, live by what we preach, which is shopping local.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
practice and support our local businesses. This is as local as it gets.
Oh, yeah.
Drew, you know, you're from this area. You know, your family's from this area. This is your business right here on Highway 27. Support these guys. You don't need to go anywhere else. This is a great local business, and we really encourage people to support our local businesses. So thanks for taking the time again. We appreciate it. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to go out and do a live in-person ribbon cutting. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing more of these ribbon cuttings. We've got another virtual ribbon cutting next week. Every week of my life, I have one of these. So we're going to be doing another one real soon. But thank you very much again, and stay tuned for more. Have a good day.